Hello, and welcome back to People Playground. Today we're going to be trying to build some cannons and see what kind of damage we can do without using just stock stuff. Because, of course, you've got the cannon, which, it's cool. I just want to see if I can do something different. So basically what we are going to do here, we're going to set everything up like this, and then just going to kind of stick it together with duct tape and dreams and hope that this works. We've got this big contraption. So what I want to do is basically make the cannon from South Park. Of course, that uses a bowling ball. So here's our bowling ball. Now, of course, we have to shoot it out of the cannon. So we're going to use a mine. So that what's going to happen is the bowling ball is going to roll back through here, hit the mine's going to explode, and the bowling ball is going to go that way. And it should be pretty good. Let's see. Okay. That worked just about as well as it did in South Park. I'll be completely honest. Now, there's another thing that we can do, is we can take some TNT, and now when the bowling ball hits the mine, it's gonna set off the mine and the TNT, and then that's gonna shoot the bowling ball at the person. Let's see how that goes. Extremely well. That worked extremely well. Surprisingly well. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, so next up, we've got basically the same design, just a slightly different projectile. Instead of a bowling ball, we've got an actual bomb. Now, there's a lot of hopes and dreams that go along with this, and I've got other ways to make it work. But basically, the hope is that when the TNT explodes, it doesn't just set off the bomb, and it's actually going to throw the bomb that way into the person. That's how I hope it works. Let's find out what actually happens. Okay. All right. That actually worked. Now, let's go ahead and see just how far and just how accurate this is. Wait. Okay, I screwed something up. Let's try and get a wider angle on it. Oh, I guess it's just the pressure wave. Okay. Well, that's weird that this time it doesn't work. Anyways. So, slight change. We've basically separated it, meaning that we have this small I-beam here that's gonna hopefully separate the explosion from the bomb. I really don't think that it will, but that's my hope. Anyways, so let's go ahead and see what happens here. And actually, that kind of works. We can do this. We're gonna put a lot of TNT here, and then hopefully it just has enough force to throw this a little bit quicker. That's the only way to do it. Yeah, let's see what happens. Okay. Well, it kind of worked, but not really, because it still ended up exploding the bomb. We've got some things to work on. But I'd have to say overall, we did a pretty good job of everything. Okay, so our next cannon is going to involve all of this stuff. I've been doing a little bit of testing to make sure that it actually works, and I think that I've finally got it the way that I want it. So we have a big metal rod, that's our projectile, and then we have an electromagnet that's powered by this guy here. So we're going to power everything up, and this is going to kind of charge and electrify this thing. And once it gets full, then we should be able to go ahead and activate this, which is going to send this rod flying across the map. So let's go ahead and try this out. Okay, so that did not quite work the way that I had planned, and I do believe our rod is now stuck to the ceiling. This isn't quite normal. What I forgot to do was set this to repulse instead of, well, attract. So it accidentally pulled the metal rod backwards and then flung it all the way around. So now this time, now that I actually have it set up correctly, it should work pretty well. So we're going to wait until it charges completely, and then we're going to see what kind of damage we can do. All right, looks like it's ready. It's completely silent, but just the friction of it sliding across the ground means that it is getting red hot. So it shot all the way from over here, all the way across, and then bounced back to right about the middle. So that's actually super impressive, that it can throw a pretty good-sized chunk of metal that far. But I think that we can do a little bit better. So what's better than one electromagnet? It's going to be 2 or 3. I think 4 should be enough. This should be set up now so that when we activate this, this is going to work for all 4 of these, and then all that we have to do is follow the little rod here and then press the button. And we should send it a little bit farther. We should be able to make it all the way across without touching the ground. That's kind of my goal. So let's go ahead and try it. Slow down time a little bit, and here we go. Okay. Well, it didn't quite make it all the way across, but I would say that is very, very, very close enough. Especially because it was almost on the ground already. So that's okay. Changed up the design ever so slightly. Instead of 4, now we've got 6, and same generator and buttons and rod and all that kind of stuff. So now that we have everything set up again, all right, here we go. That was perfect. That went clear across, and then it... Okay, that is exactly what I wanted. That is so perfect. Okay. My question's gonna be, does it even register? Because I know that this game is not quite perfect. But does it actually even register going through people, or does it just 1 second it's here, the next second it is entirely across the map? That's what I want to find out. If it does actually go through people, it's gonna be pretty bad. So we're completely charged up, ready to go. Oh. Yeah, it just completely disappeared. Here's the metal rod. Okay, so yeah, I don't think it even registered going through those people. They don't even realize that they had something go straight through them. Let's try it again, see if we can get something a little bit better to happen. We're going to stack up a couple of people over here, and then we're just going to kind of sort of hang them in the air. That's the best way to do this. Okay, so we are charged up. We're going to slow down time, hit the button, and again, it didn't even do anything to any of these people over here. Like, it just went straight through somebody and bounced out the other side. Well, that's a little bit silly. I want to see if we can use this same setup, and instead of launching just this that is apparently completely harmless, I want to see if we can maybe throw a bomb. We're going to send the bomb probably pretty much across the entire map in about a second. So let's see what happens. Okay. It was not very stable, so it did not end up going very far, which kind of sucks. I want to see if maybe I can get this a little bit better, because maybe this is a little bit too low or something. I don't know. We'll try it again and see what happens to this one. It just appears somewhere. Okay. Well, that doesn't quite work. Anyways, I hope you have enjoyed this episode of People Playground. I'll see you guys in the next episode.